Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things already rolling. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but... And the shot! Cameroon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Lopez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gattuso, and it's Del Piero. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Del Piero.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Knocks it into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Well, that should get the job done. Pull it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. Inter Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Gattuso.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff wants to run onto this. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a really well-measured ball. Fermin. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Over to the right flank. Cross flung in towards the middle. Otto tries to clear. Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. Could move up a gear here. And here's Lopez. Ibrahimovic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. And he's there to clear it. Otto gets into a good position. Now it's crossed in. Rivaldo! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Cruyff finding himself in space. Oh, he's been... Del Piero! And yes, it's there! A goal at a really telling moment. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
De Gea breathes a sigh. And that signals the end of the first period. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Signore e signori, preparate I biglietti. È ora di annunciare I vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10. Vieira.
So the action resumes.
Numero 2. Attenzione, un cambio.
Xavi. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Gullit scooting forward. He has found the way through. Vermaelen with the clearance. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Gullit. And this is Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. It's out of play for a goal kick. Otto picks it up from the goal kick. It's come to nothing. That's been drilled forward. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Ibrahimovic. Now Modric. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Played down the flank. Rivaldo in acres of space out wide. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cameroon are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Del Piero, rapid and full of intent. And here's Xavi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Numero 9, Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 32, il numero 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover this. And he thumps it clear. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he finish? Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And here's Baggio. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rui Costa. And it's Rui Costa. And he's managed to get free. And that should get the job done. Roberto Baggio. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pull it. And it's lofted through here. Puskás, renowned for his long-range shooting. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Hullet. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Puskás. And he nearly went all the way.
Puskás can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Desperate defending required here. Messi plays it short. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one. Messi goes short. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Messi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Vieri. It's Vieri! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
He's had it taken off him. And that will be it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's down to business here.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cannavaro. Adriano. Nesta did well to stay calm there. Nesta clears. Zola. Luis Araujo. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. It's a good foot in there. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Eto'o. And he's there to belt it away. Adriano. He's a sharp little ball here. Space for him to turn and look. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pelé, here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Hullet. That's a good run down the left. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. That has not gone well. It's gone for a throw-in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's played it long. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good take, real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's got away. That is lovely. Ibrahimovic. Bergomi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Vieira. Stood up well to him there. Rijkaard. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. And he's found a way past. Tries to play it through. Shoots! Cannavaro with the clearance.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's rising! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Bergomi. Oh, good spread. Luis Araujo is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Ibrahimovic has got himself a free kick. Bergomi. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gullit. Good read, needed to be. That's put paid to the danger. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Zanetti. That's a throw. Swung over. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. It is an explosive start to the second half. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A first breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Gullit. Gullit making good progress on the right-hand side. Corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Gullit. Ibrahimovic. And here's Gullit. Oh, nice touch. Not the most accurate pass.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Davids tries to cross. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Modric. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now Davids. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Zola looking to receive it in space. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. But he's well positioned here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
This looks promising. Pele. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Zanetti. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely aimed pass. And back to the keeper. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's had it nicked away. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. 5 minutes left on the clock. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Could have here their final chance.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Pele is there and he can get that clear. The ball has bounced loose now. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now he's off and running. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Gattuso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no joy this time. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And he's there to retrieve it. Now he's off and running. And smartly reclaimed. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Rivaldo. Just eases him off the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's delivered all right! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
He leaps for it, and again! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was...
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Liverpool find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that.
And the shot! It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Liverpool benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. And it's Zanetti. He's in a great position here. That diving header! And yes, it's there! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job he trusted his instincts.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And here's Rivaldo. Zanetti. Rivaldo. Ball swung in. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time.
He's going for goal! It is a very, very good save.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Zanetti. He's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. Mbappe. Zanetti. And it's Davids. Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Van Basten. Modric. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. It's Gullit. Gattuso. And it's Gullit. That's Cannavaro. Zanetti, who does have an assist to his name. Xavi. Mbappe. That's beautifully weighted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No way through. Zanetti getting this one clear. Davids. And it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo powering forward here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cannavaro.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Cannavaro. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, well measured. And it's hoisted clear. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately. Substitution on the field.
And we get things going again. Inter Milan come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's been hooked away.
Number 3, Chiellini. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Number 16,
Roberto Carlos providing an outlet on that flank.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. Brilliantly cut out. Zanetti can get it clear. Xabi Alonso gets it away. Zanetti. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good...
It's Rivaldo! And the keeper threw out a limb. It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan awarded another corner. Inter Milan have their third corner. That's really well cleared. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Showing good feet. Elects to cross. Nesta clears it away. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That's going wide left. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Dumfries clears. Throw in.
Substitutions taking place.
Turns back here, probably the best option. It's going to be another throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Modric. And this is Roberto Baggio. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Aubameyang. Xavi Alonso. Nicely worked. That was not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Tchouaméni. It's a pretty loose pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Not the most accurate pass. Aubameyang is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tchouaméni. Ball played for Nesta. Rijkaard. And it's Chiellini. Now Dumfries. Chiellini. Could be danger here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nesta with the clearance. Played into space. Oh, that pass isn't the... And it's been given away. And, oh, just a kick. And Aubameyang! And there's a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly loved him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, good determined running there, but run back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Baggio. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Substitutions taking place.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Nesta getting this one clear. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Aubameyang! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Looking for a runner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Roberto Carlos. In with the challenge. And time is up. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
everybody,
it might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate.
It's Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that looks a decent ball. Zanetti. Zanetti delivers. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Van Basten. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Oh, good spread. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this... He's in one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Al Nassr take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Van Basten. Zanetti. Van Basten. That's an excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Schmeichel is there to clear. Now it's Van Basten. Zanetti. Now it's Totti. Tries to play it through. A header! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Adriano.
Pretty robust defending.
Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? Cleared away. Zanetti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ibrahimovic. Eto'o. That's a good foray he's making. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Eto'o. In with the challenge. Threads one in. Ibrahimovic! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. He's a sharp little ball here. And they can counter here. Now he's off and running. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adriano in the hunt and looking threatening.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Zanetti. Roberto Carlos. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Eto'o. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Adriano.
There will be 1 minute
Adriano
added time.
powering forward here. So what can they make of this? Pele looking understaffed. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Inter Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
From the regional police department.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So the action resumes.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gullit does well to get it back. It's Eto'o! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And a chance! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still very good technique, though, something he's never short of.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Pele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs one in. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And he's quick to snatch it back. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And it's made its way to him. That is a brilliant interception. Adriano. Al Nassr are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nice control. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Modric makes a dash for it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Out towards the flank. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, they've got it again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Roberto Carlos with a real chance here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Modric did well to emerge with the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Pullet has given away a free kick.
Substitution.
So we have movement on both benches. It's just beyond his reach. And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. And it's been played. Bullet! And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Inter really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And he's gone backward here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Al Nassr with the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And now they can clear their lines. Cannavaro. Some really good ball movement. And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again.
Minutes has been indicated.
And it's been shipped out wide. Zanetti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mateus. And it's Zanetti. And it's Vieira. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that